All right, I want to do an intro. This is the second privacy event that the Zero Knowledge Validator is doing for the Cosmos ecosystem. This one we entitled Privacy in Cosmos. Oh, let me just get my slides ready to go. Yes, and it's brought to you by the Zero Knowledge Validator. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that shortly. I want to give a quick recap of last time's event. So last time we had a showcase also of teams who are building with privacy in mind on the Cosmos ecosystem. And for those teams were last time Anoma, Penumbra, and Osmosis. And we have some updates actually around that third one that I'm going to share shortly. This time around, here's the agenda. The plan is for me to share a little bit about our mission and some updates. And then I think what's really interesting is over the last few months, I learned that there's still some folks in the Cosmos ecosystem who potentially don't understand like the value of privacy generally. And so I'm really excited to have Harry speaking and sharing this big picture of privacy, because I think it's just important that people understand at the baseline why we're doing any of this. Cool. And then we follow this with a showcase of 3 new privacy projects. So this time we have Oasis, NIM, and Enigma/Secret. We're going to be sharing some of their work. We conclude it with a panel about validators, privacy, and the Cosmos network. So I want to share a little bit about what we do, the Zero Knowledge Validator. So the ZKV is a validator like many other validators. We are active on numerous networks, but I think what sets us apart is that we have this singular focus. We focus on privacy and zero knowledge research. And here's how we do some of that. We look to draft and champion proposals. We act as an advocate for privacy in those networks. We act as a bridge between the ZK community and the network developers. We look to support emerging teams. We do this either by helping them find funding, having them showcase on events like this. We also are starting to do investments. So get in touch with us if you're looking to fundraise. And we're also looking to launch initiatives to promote ZK tech. I'll talk a little bit about that later. This is the team. The team has, I don't know if you noticed, but it's grown a little bit since the last time we did an event like this. Kobe and Susanna have joined in the last few months, and I'm very excited to have this great team to kind of do a lot of this work together with. And also thank you, Susanna, who put together a lot of this event. By the way, if anyone has any issue, if you don't hear me, or if there's any questions about, if there's any technical things, I'm relying on the people in the chat to let me know. Yeah. Oh, Zaki says here that Kobe is an OG cosmonaut. Few people know this. Huh, neat. Okay. So this event is supported by funding from the Cosmos Hub, and this is different from previous events where we had sponsorships. This was submitted as a proposal. It was voted through. And as part of this proposal, here is what we are doing. We are preparing 3 online events, 1 per quarter. So this is the first of those 3. And we plan on doing 1 live in-person conference. Ideally, it will probably be beginning of next year. And ideally, this is, obviously we're waiting to make sure that everything's COVID safe. But I'm very much looking forward to this. One small caveat to the 3 online events. We are thinking of potentially hosting one of those events as an in-person meetup, maybe later this year. And this will all be dependent on whether or not it's possible. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. What we will be doing after this is preparing, actually during this, we're going to be sharing a survey. It would be so helpful if you can actually fill this out. Here we start to gather information from the community about your attitudes and thoughts and feelings about privacy. And we plan on publishing a report about this event and also kind of the status of the privacy community in Cosmos every time we do one of these events. And so, yeah, I want to say thank you to the support from the Cosmos Hub. Later on, we're going to be doing a panel discussion about validators, about Cosmos Hub funding. I know that there's some questions about what should and should not be funded by the Cosmos Hub, and I hope we can kind of dive into that in that conversation. All right, other initiatives that we're working on. There's currently plans for a ZK-focused hackathon. This is currently planned for the fall. We'd love to do it in person, but we're in the process of gathering feedback from the community to see should we do it in person? Should we do it virtual? Should we do it in Berlin? Should we do it somewhere else? And so I think, Susanna, if you're out there, I think maybe if you can find the link, If you can find the link to that form, it would be awesome to hear also from the community here if they're interested in attending a hackathon like that. We're trying to get some feedback about that. Okay, and the other thing we're doing is the ZK Open Legal Report. So this is looking at the legal ramifications, challenges, and opportunities for privacy tech. We noticed that across like almost every project is talking to lawyers to try to understand what is and is not possible in the case of ZK stuff. We thought, why don't we start pooling some of these questions together, look at this into different jurisdictions, how is it treated, how can even like ZK potentially solve some of the problems that maybe even regulators are looking to solve. So this is something that if you have a project that you're also talking to a lawyer about topics like this, get in touch with us because we're hoping to like put a lot of this together into one single report. I just made this slide right before. It's a little bit funny formatting. Anyway, one other really cool update that I want to share is about osmosis. So the Zero Knowledge Validator, I'm very excited to announce that we have a new partnership happening with Chorus One. They will be our technical partner, and we will be live on osmosis very shortly. I don't think we're live yet. We're like really in the midst of doing it this week, but keep an eye out. If you are claiming your Osmo, you can actually stake to us over in osmosis as well. So some links to us. You can find out more at the zkvalidator.com, follow us on Twitter, or check out our blog. That's where the reports are going to be after this event. The media partner is ZK Podcast, which is like the other hat that I wear. The reason we kind of call it a media partner is that the videos from this event will be on the Zero Knowledge Podcast YouTube channel. Pretty much all of our events have ZK Podcast as a media partner because it's also me. So the goals for this event, what we want to do is explore why privacy is important. We want to learn more about the Cosmos privacy projects, and we want to discuss the role of the Cosmos Hub, validators, community, and the community in bringing privacy to the ecosystem. Welcome. I'm excited to spend the next 2 hours with you exploring all of this. And yeah, I hope you're all here. Be sure to say something in the chat. This is how we know you're in the audience.